Hello everyone! This is a video showing all the new items in the new add-on Wasteland Workshop for Fallout 4. First of all, we have the garden plots. They're small squares of soil where you can plant various vegetation on it. This is quite handy in settlements that don't have a lot of soil areas, so you can use this to plant it anywhere. We have a water pump, and this one requires electricity and it produces 10 water. Unlike previous larger water pumps, this one does not have to be placed in water. We have a new generator which uses fusion power, and this is great because it produces 100 watts of energy. I don't know about you, but my settlements were quite littered with all the smaller ones and they made a lot of noise. This one's much quieter. Hey, let's have a look at the floorings. So these are all concrete floors here. Got various different textures. And they've added one to allow you to build on uneven surfaces. This one here. And you got various shapes to make things a little bit more interesting. Okay, let's look at the walls. They've got plain basic walls. This one's one that's got a doorway in it. Got some kind of like, I don't know, kind of fencing, kind of mesh-like. That'd be pretty good for making a kind of like viewing area, I think, for the monsters that you can capture. We've got another kind of window. And just various ones, different shapes. Slightly longer length. Another doorway. And they also have some curved ones. Looking a little bit more robust than the previous options that we had. Okay, let's look at the roofs. There's two types of roofs. There's a kind of solid one and there's a meshed one. Okay, so that's what they both look like. And we have the stairs. We've got these steps that you can use just to kind of even up the surface. And we've got the stairs as well. So it's just keeping with the same kind of concretey theme. We also have various different types of railings. So I'll just show you all of these. And the doors. We've got kind of a standard door that you can just fit into one of the doorways I showed you in the wall. And then we've got these powered doors. Now you notice they've got one of those electrical conductor socket things, so they require electricity to use. You can attach various switches to make the doors open in a more interesting manner than just staying open. So I've gone with a switch and a pressure switch, so I'll just show you these. Let's connect the wires up. So remember, you have to attach the wire to the switch first and then the power supply to the door, or otherwise the switch won't work. Okay, so this switch here will now open and close the door when I activate it. And this pressure switch, when I stand on it, it will open the door. We also have various structures. I'll just get to them. So we've got like a train. And a bus. And got a trailer as well. Just find somewhere to put this. Let's have a wee look inside them. Look in the trailer first. Let's have a look at the bus. Maybe this is a bus too. There are lots of variations for lighting that have been added, so I'll just go through them all. They've got kind of caged lights and various lampposts. Some traffic lights. I can't remember if I had this one before or not, but I'll just show it anyway. There's so many variations of lights. These ones are ones from a magazine. I've got a guide on that if you want to have those ones. But it's not part of the expansion content. So let's connect these lamps up. They look pretty good. Okay, we also have various neon letters. I'll just do the first few letters so you get an idea. So we've got one each of the alphabet. And then the various kind of like punctuation marks as well. And we got some numbers too. They've got different colours. This is a red one. And again, you've got the whole alphabet. And all the other various bits like punctuation and numbers. Got orange. We have our very own rainbow going on here. And we've got the neon signs. Just got the one at the moment that says open. Okay, so let's look at the various decoration items we have. And we've got mini light boxes. We did have the larger ones before, but they've added mini ones. I'll just show you in comparison to the one we had before. We've got this cycling light and an oversized Nixie tube and a decontamination arch. You might remember them from the Mechanist Lair if you've played the mission yet. Okay, so I'm just going to fix these all up to electricity. Now these you have to individually connect, which can be a little bit fiddly. And it doesn't help that it's also dark. Maybe I should have done this during the day, but then it's harder to see the lights. I'll just do a few just to give you an idea. Okay, so that's it there. Okay, and that's the Nixie light. So you can change the numbers on this. This is meant to like change colour, but for some reason it's bugged and I can't get it to work properly. So these you can change the colours, like the large ones. They've got the whole kind of colour range again. You can just pick what colour you want. And this decontamination arch, when you turn it on, it sprays with kind of like water or some kind of chemical. Now this one, although it doesn't look all that amazing at first, it does have a really cool use. And let me show you that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into this pond here just to collect radiation. Okay. So you're fully eradicated and you can just jump in this to clean yourself when it's gone. Okay, so we've got a campfire. Did we have this before? I'm not sure about that one. Oh well, you can have a look at it anyway. So we've got some candles here. A fire barrel. Gives nice lighting effects as well. Some oil lamps. An oil lamp post. I think that's everything. Oh, more candles. These ones for the wall, similar to the light fittings that we had earlier. So now we're going to look at the various wall fittings you can get. They've got all the different creatures of the Commonwealth here, including cats. You need the various meats from the mobs to be able to make these, along with wood and cloth. There's so many of them, I think I'm going to run out of space. It's getting quite cramped in here. I'll just put that over the window. And we've got one more and that can go there. It's a bit dark, I'll turn the light on. So we'll just have a wee look at them. Oh no, the cat. There's a way to get the cat meats without killing the cats. If you're an animal lover like me and didn't want to kill any. I'll do a video on that later. I don't mind killing the bugs though. Okay, so let's look at signs. There are a lot of signs they've added. Some of them might have been there before, I'm not sure, but I'll just show them all because I'd rather show something than miss something out. A lot of different food signs here. And again, I'm running out of room. Let's try and squeeze these ones on so I don't need to find another area to put the signs on. Oh, there. Well, let me. There's fine. Let's have a wee look at these. We've got the sticking out sign with drugs on it. The one at the top's a little hard to read because of the way the sun's setting at the moment, but it just is a sign that it says restrooms. Okay, now we just have kind of various words with little kind of card types. I think these are a little small. They could have done with making these a wee bit bigger so it's easier to see, but I guess if you're wanting to label like a box or something, you know, it might be useful for that. So you know where you keep all your spare guns, your spare like melee weapons and storage items, that sort of thing. I think that's what I'm going to use it for. I've got all the numbers again. Oops. I'm not going to do all of these because it's going to take far too long. So you've got the alphabet as well on these two, so you can make up your own words. So yeah, the full alphabet there. And punctuation. And I think this is a blank one here. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the traps. So we've got this trap door. And we have a power spring trap. And just a spring trap. And a saw blade trap. And we've got the spiked trap here. I'll just lay a few of these out. And then I'll show you what they do. Okay, I'm just gonna make some switches. Because some of them require power, just to give you an idea of the things you can do with them. So let's have a power switch for the power spring trap. And let's have a laser tripwire for the saw blade. Okay, so I'm just gonna connect these up. This one can be a little bit fiddly to hit, I think. Let's go on this side. Surely I'll get it. Come on, that's got to be touching it. There. Nope. This video is just going to be about me connecting this one wire to it. I almost had it. There we go. Okay, so this is a trapdoor. Stand on it, go down. Obviously you need to raise this up to be able to use it, and you can have like spikes and things at the bottom to damage mobs or players. Stand on that. Kind of shoots out. This one's powered, so you can have switches to activate it. Like that. Okay, so the tripwire. So I'm going to activate this. Walk through it, and then these saw blades start moving. So you really could make a house of horror with all these extra chaps they've added. It's pretty cool. And these ones are just spikes. When you go over them, they just spring up. Okay, so let's look at cages. We'll look at the small ones first. So we've got a cat cage here. Cages let you capture a variety of creatures and enemies. Cages will only work when powered. They have a chance to catch something while you sleep or while you're away from your settlement. They will usually catch something within a week or less. Once you've caught something in your cage, you can release it whenever you want by cutting the power to the cage. The cage will also open if it's damaged. Note that keeping captured creatures and enemies will increase the chance of your settlement being attacked. Some creatures are always tame, some are hostile unless you have a beta wave emitter turned on when the creature is released. Captured raiders, gunners and super mutants are always hostile. So we have a dog cage, a mole rat cage, a mutant hound cage. Okay, so we've got some medium cages here as well. A feral ghoul cage, a gunner cage, an insect cage, a raider cage, a super mutant cage. What else have we got? Was that a Brahmin cage? This one's pretty large, so I'll need to find a big area for it. And a Deathclaw cage. We need to find somewhere for this. We can go there. So these cages are the large ones, they're pretty large. There's a Murloc one, a Raz Scorpion, a Ragstag. This is one for the bears as well. I don't actually have enough of those meats to make this one, but I'm sure it looks similar to the other ones that I've already made. We've got these arenas as well. Assign a settler to an arena platform if you want them to fight tame creatures or the opposing arena team. Be careful though, your other settlers will be unhappy if a settler dies while assigned to arena platform. If you want your settlers to fight each other, assign them to the opposing red or blue platforms. Note that they will become hostile to each other as soon as they are assigned to the platform, so you may need to keep them out of sight of each other until you are ready for them to fight, for instance with powered gates. So it looks like there could be some fun fights there. Remember the gates that I showed you towards the start of the video with the power switches? We can be using them to kind of keep people away from each other before the fight. You might be wondering what the beta wave emitter was. This is it here. Unfortunately I can't build it because I haven't got the perks yet. You need Animal Friend rank 1 and you also need Wasteland Whisperer rank 1. So I guess my next set points will be going into that. And we also have this quitting time siren. This will need powered as well, so this is to let you signal when your matches are going to start against the teams. That's pretty cool. Don't forget that you need to power all your cages for them to work. So if you haven't, make sure you do that. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.